Yes, hello friends, welcome back to the channel Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you're doing well, friend. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, the twice, thrice series daily. Here on the channel where I reflect on what's going on around the media, talking about Chelsea, giving you my opinion on it, the headlines, the rumours, the speculation, but more importantly, as always, asking for yours. I have updated my lighting. I have the big Amaran Canon thing there, and I've got a new warming LED panel there to try and make better lighting, you know. That's it. I think I finally fine-tuned the content with the very expensive lens, camera, solid state interface, brand new Mac Studio, of course this SM7B, and now multiple lights. I can rest. I can just relentlessly pump out content, which by the way I've been doing anyway of late. If you enjoy it, then feel free to jump on board, man. Like and subscribe. Join the fun today. Confirmation on transfer fees, Ethan Ampadu, a little bit more on the ever continuing Caicedo transfer story, a little bit on Casadei as well, and Chelsea considering taking action against Liverpool Football Club, reporting them to the Football Association, with a little bit of a backstory there too. Oh mama, lots to get into. Alright then, baby girl. Let's start off with Cesare Casadei. I'm getting a couple of these bits from Simon Phillips. Cesare Casadei is part of Mauricio Pochettino's pre-season plans with Chelsea, so that would, flying out to the USA. However, Leicester's interest in him is very much real, and they have been informed that he's still expected to be available to go on loan in the summer transfer window. Of course, Leicester City want him. They've lost Maddison. They're probably going to lose Harvey Barnes. Cesare Casadei he loves a goal. He's a sort of attacking box-to-box midfielder, but loves to get involved, loves a header as well. Really perfect, really, for Leicester. And Leicester would represent a good loan move for him. I think it was the London is Blue podcast I heard talk about this. They offered a good comparison. Like, he either goes to a lower league Prem team or an upper league Championship team. Now, with the Championship, with Leicester, they will be looking to win the Championship. So looking to win games week in, week out, and he would represent an integral and important figure in that, you'd assume. Now, that would be a good experience and a closer experience to Chelsea than fighting another relegation battle. Granted, last season it was in the Championship, now it would be in the Prem should he get a lower echelon Premier League loan move. So it does seem suitable. I reckon he's taking up one of the slots on the pre-season tour, just in case, on the very small chance that he just looks absolutely perfect for Pochettino. To be honest, I'm not sure where he'd play in a 4-2-3-1. He needs to play as a number 8 in a 4-3-3. From what I understand, I guess maybe he could play the number 10 getting forward, but I just don't think, unless he's still super young, Poch might see him and think, you know what, you've got these qualities that in the first couple of months I can sort of massage into you, and then you can like come off the bench and do it a little bit in cups, and who knows, before the end of the season you're a regular sub, whatever. So they're probably just sensible keeping the options open, but also keeping Leicester City warm and saying, look guys, it could happen, you guys are a good destination, just let him fly with us for a little bit and we'll see what's going on. Of course, in the previous upload, the second of the day, now we are on the third, I spoke about Ethan Ampadu closing on a deal with Leeds, and now it's been confirmed by Phil Hay, as well as Fabrizio Romano tweeting, Ethan Ampadu leaves Chelsea, he'll join Leeds on a permanent deal, the agreement is in place. So this is like quite, it's a £7 million fee plus add-ons, which could bring us like 10 million quid, which ultimately for like this kid who's just been flying around on loan, it's probably quite good business. Obviously you're selling to a Championship club, but they're getting an international in Ethan Ampadu. They, like Leicester, will be trying to get promoted straight away. I do wonder who is more equipped to do so at the moment. But yeah, great player. Certainly capable of doing really, really well at Championship level. Ethan Ampadu, still very young himself. But, 7 million sterling, so it was about 10 million euros plus add-ons. Thank you very much. Of course, he doesn't represent pure profit. He did play in the academy very, very shortly, I believe. But ultimately, we got him as a 17-year-old from Exeter. Like Billy Gilmore was a sort of like, we got him from Rangers. How old was he? 15, 16? So they're not like, I don't know how that works in the books. But ultimately, this represents good value, and I'm very pleased for the player to get, Leeds are a big club as much as Chelsea hate them, with a passionate fan base. Good loan, really. Good sale. The loans are over. Don't worry, man. The recurring nightmares of loans is over. And you served your time. He deserves a great deal of respect, Ethan Ampadu, for just going out, putting the work in, going to Germany, going to Italy, going to the Championship or the Premier League when she was Sheffield in the Premier League, and there must have been. So, fantastic work, and we thank you for Ethan Ampadu. Thank you for your service. Before we talk about the main event on today's video of Chelsea considering taking action against Liverpool, let's just talk about Caicedo once more. Don't worry, fleetingly. A quote from Ben Jacobs on the Cy Phillips Talks Chelsea channel page. This is the quote on the social media. Industry insiders maintain that a £70 million plus £10 million in bonuses offer might be enough for Caicedo. I'm happy with that. I've signed up on that weeks ago, seemingly now, because it's important that I sign off on it. That's the main thing here in this deal. And all these Chelsea transfers, they sort of hold fire until I've signed off on it. And you know what? The fact how I'd signed off on it so long ago frustrates me how the deal is not done. It goes on to say, Ben Jacobs, it is not true that Moises Caicedo is anyway still committed to Brighton. He is a professional, but he wants to move away. Brighton are resigned to selling him. Like, they know they have to sell him. Like we've said here on the channel before, both Mac Allister and Moises Caicedo were told, you're going to be sold this summer. In fact, Roberto De Zerbi, Brighton coach, confirmed as much. This is what's going to happen. Of course, he wanted to go in January. He almost, rather peculiarly, announced his own transfer, didn't he, Moises Caicedo, when Arsenal bid £70 million for him. So we'd pay £70 million for him, but with 10 million add-ons. And like I said recently, just earlier today, I would, be happy with that, because 10 million add-ons would represent great success at Chelsea. And ultimately, yeah, dude, I'm down with that. Do you know what I mean? So that's fine. He is professional, but he's like, no, you told me you'd sell me. I want to go. I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to go to Chelsea. Generally, stuff you want to hear, Yeah. No, I absolutely am not going to react to the headlines regarding Harry Maguire to Chelsea, because we've got 5 centre-backs in a 2 centre-back system, and, no disrespect to Harry Maguire, but, Right, Felix Johnson, well-informed young man, has an inside piece of knowledge, or an inside source inside Chelsea, one would assume, considering he gets a lot of stuff right, has tweeted this. He quoted one of his older tweets saying, look, Chelsea have just told Liverpool and Manchester City and all these people that want Colwell, he is not for sale. He is the future. He's not for sale. Now, he's quoted this and gone on to say, further to this, Jurgen Klopp has held a phone call directly with Colwell recently, which is, by the way, a no-no. This isn't like asking his representatives to call up his phone, the opposition team manager. And we've already heard rumblings of Liverpool would be considering breaking the bank to sign him. A Virgil van Dijk replacement. They believe it's so important to get these kind of like super dominant centre-backs in. They see Levi Colwell as that guy, as many do actually, as Man City are interested as well. Although Man City haven't been tapping him up because they respected the fact, kudos to City, they're respecting the fact that Chelsea said, no, go away, Plus Chelsea have just done business with Man City. They sold him Kovacic for 30 million, a deal that everyone's very happy about, especially Man City. So, they don't want to sour that relationship with Chelsea by doing what Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are doing here. So Chelsea are extremely angered by both Brighton and Liverpool's persistence, as they've said many times directly that Levi is not for sale. I don't know how angry we are with Brighton, because we are currently negotiating with Brighton for the aforementioned Moises Caicedo, and we're supposed to maintain a good working relationship with Brighton. Certainly our owners are. We loaned them Levi. We overspent on Cucurella, so that was only a loan and not a permanent transfer, because they knew we didn't want to lose him. We don't want to lose him. So shut up. Just how many times you got to say? So Chelsea are contemplating reporting Liverpool to the FA, of course, the Football Association. So Colwell will travel to the USA with Chelsea for the pre-season tour. He will speak to Pochettino. A contract offer will be tabled soon. Liverpool are dead set on signing Levi Colwell. Now, of course, they want this new centre-back. He's the big next thing. He is. Levi Colwell is. And he's mindful. I think he knows that he's the big next thing, which is a bit concerning. And many of you guys will be like, let him go then. If he doesn't want to, nail his colours to the mast, let him go. You don't want to let this guy go. You don't want to let him go. He'll go to Liverpool. He'll be wicked. You hold him. He's your player. You've only got him for 2 years, but it's still 2 years. You don't sell them. Liverpool will think, we'll just give them £50 million. They love pure profit. We'll give them £60 million. They love pure profit. And it will look like a snip, What did they pay for Virgil van Dijk? 72 million when he was a lot older. And Virgil van Dijk, and that was before inflation as well, in terms of how the current transfer market's been radically inflated. It was before that. So 72 million. That was the record signing for a centre-back before Manchester United moseyed on down for Harry Maguire. Liverpool have got previous with this. At Chelsea Youth quoted it and showed this graphic here. So this is to do with Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool have apologised to Southampton over, quote, any misunderstanding. I don't think there's a misunderstanding. And ended their interest in Virgil van Dijk. Did they? We all know how that ended, didn't we? Saints said they would have reported Liverpool to the Premier League over an alleged illegal approach for him. What, like Jurgen Klopp calling up Levi Colwell after Chelsea specifying over and over that he's not for sale? The 25-year-old centre-back, there you go, so he's 25 at the time. Levi's 19, 20, he's 20 now, so 5 years younger. Is wanted by a number of clubs and has stated he wants to go to Anfield. So this is the worry about Colwell. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp had made the signing the Netherlands international a top priority. A top priority. This is Felix has just said they are dead set on Colwell. Statement in full. So this is the statement from Liverpool, and this is so funny reading this, knowing how things ended and them just buying Virgil van Dijk. Quote, Liverpool Football Club would like to put on record our regret over the recent media speculation regarding Southampton Football Club and player transfers between the two clubs. Bearing in mind, they bullied Southampton for transfers for so many times. They just kept buying their players, Was it like Lallana, Mane, other players? Did Lana come from there? Anyway, loads of other players. We apologise to the owner, board of directors and the fans of Southampton for any misunderstanding regarding Virgil van Dijk. We respect Southampton's position and confirm we have ended any interest in the player. Absolutely mental. We're really sorry for tapping us up. Please don't tell us off to the Premier League. Please don't tell us off to the FA. We're sorry to the manager, the board, the fans, the owners. We have ended interest in Virgil van Dijk. We're not going to sign him, and we've behaved poorly. We're really sorry about that. 2 minutes later, they've signed Virgil van Dijk. Whoops. So, what do we think? Well, really, look, all is fair in love and war, and if Jurgen Klopp thinks you can get away with this, he likes to bend the rules. People love Jurgen Klopp. He's like a sort of character of the Premier League and an asset to us because he's theatrical, he's good, he's passionate, great, all great. But he also behaves like sorry, I'm going to swear, a dickhead quite a lot as well. Like that stuff when he runs down the touchline shouting at the fourth official. He should be fined and banned for that at the end of last season. I think it's a disgrace. Everyone's like, oh, it's passion. But not everyone. Some pundits were like, yeah, that's absolutely shocking behaviour. It was. He's got previous as well. He nearly ate the face off the fourth official when he was Dortmund manager, grinding those terrifyingly large gnashes at him. I'd fear for my life if I saw that stuff happening to me. He can't behave like that. And a lot of the time, I'm ranting here and I realise that. But a lot of pundits and, broadcasters go, yeah, he does. And Andy Brassel does this all the time. He's regurgitated this line a few times, which pisses me off. I realise I'm swearing. I'm sorry for people listening with children. He always behaves like this. But to his credit, he always apologises and, realises that it was poor behaviour and, wants to apologise. Great. I'm down with that. We all can behave in the heat of the moment, and an apology shows great strength. Not if you use it systemically and continuously and ritualistically, like behave like a so-and-so, and then just apologize. And then you can go round and round, baby, and, you know, everything's fine. No, it's not fine. You know, I'm done with your silliness, and behave yourself, because it's nonsense. Anyway, Chelsea aren't going to sell him. They got 2 years. So what's happening here? What's Klopp's end game? Is he trying to get him to go on strike and force a move? I think Chelsea should report them. Report them. Do it. I know we call players, everyone calls players, but now I've done. Not if you say over and over and over, it's not cool, and then he calls them up. Nah, man, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that, and I'm a pretty chilled out dude. So yeah, say to Levi, look mate, you're not going anywhere. You're probably going to play for your boyhood club, Chelsea, whether you like that or not, whether you're going to, you know, whinge about it, or you can train with the under-21s. We're not selling you this year, unless you want to be, you know, miserable and train with the kids for the entire, I know he is a kid still, you know, for the entire year. That's your prerogative, but you're not being sold this summer. So what do you want to do? You know, knuckle down, join the project, be part of something here? You know, and I don't want to be like too out of order to Levi, because maybe he's just taking a phone call and he's just like trying to see what the, you know, the landscape is, and you know he's a kid, so he'll be informed by older people. I know you're an adult when you're 20, but you know, if you saw me when I was 20, you'd be like, right, that is not an adult. And he'll be having people like his camp going, well, you know, Chelsea's in trouble. They got a lot of centre backs. You know, this is Liverpool. They'll pay you more money. They give you a 5-year contract on big wages, and then you can negotiate another 5-year contract because you'll only be 25 by then, the age they try to sign Virgil van Dijk, where Chelsea would be like, 9-year deal on relatively low wages. So I get it, but it's still an amazing opportunity. You'll still earn loads of money. There'll be incentive-based bonuses. Yeah, it is tough because he's so good, and I don't want to lose him, but it is a bit like, go away and shut up and just listen to us, you know? I mean, we don't maintain an enjoyable relationship with Liverpool as far as I'm concerned. We don't do business, do we? Apart from Torres, and I think they're probably still laughing about that. So, yeah, it's tough. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that. Let me know what you think. Comment down below, please. And yeah, drop a like, subscribe, all that good jazz. Hopefully you're enjoying the new warming lighting setup. Multiple lights everywhere. Professional, that is me. Keep it locked. I'll upload very soon again. So, yeah, I'll see you then, guys. Peace.